Hi, this is Dylan, and he's our main character today. He's going to be looking for water, this is my first episode that I used this guy in, so and he's really great. And this is episode 1 usually, so I forgot to tell you that this is episode 1, so just don't mind about that. So this is our main character. He has sharp teeth, but even though he's made out of plastic, his teeth is pretty strong and sharp. And not that sharp. It won't rip through your finger. Don't worry. And this is Tank Triceratops. You had seen him in episode 2 of Terrible Claw. If you had watched that, and this guy, you could see that if you watch this movie, episode 2 of Terrible Claw, you would see here that he had damage on his horn. And here is Diplodocus. He's not a Diplodocus, but he's a Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus have long necks, but Diplodocus like to hang them out low on the ground, but this guy doesn't. So this is probably a Brachiosaurus. And he is very big, and the Apatosaurus is not, I do not have a Apatosaurus, but this is a Brachiosaurus. And you had seen Mark in some movies. I made a mistake in Terrible Claw that I saw Mark in Hunt, like lots of movies, and he could open his mouth or close his mouth, but he could open his mouth wider than it is, and then he could close it. But it doesn't matter about that. Anyways, he's made out of rubber. He's squishy, so I think he's made out of rubber. And I really like this toy because I got this for my birthday. And starting the movie. Once upon a time, there was only one Dilophosaurus. He needed water very soon because it's the dry season. And you could see over here, you have only the last 4 arms of water around. Dylan, this guy's name is Dylan, and he is very thirsty right now, so he bends over to take a drink. After he takes a drink, he knew how to take more sips. But then Dylan saw one of the bigger guys. It was the Brachiosaurus. He also came to drink. But he was very tall, so he would have to stand up very tall. And the last guy, he was too small to get in, so he just jumped in. So while he jumped in, he was bathing in there. But after he decided he wants to get out, he had to get himself dry. All of the creatures were very angry. They did not like some people bathing in their water when they were drinking. The dinosaurs thought this was rude, so this was what the Dilophosaurus had a plan. Bit him, but Mark doesn't come in this part of the story. So Triceratops gets out. Everybody takes more sips, then the Dilophosaurus gets out. He is right now drying himself because it's spring, but it's hot spring. Actually, it's summer, but there's still grass, so he's wiping his head on the grass so he doesn't keep dripping water around. That's what the Brachiosaurus does. But Mark is very, very thirsty, the thirstiest of all. They all went, but the Brachiosaurus went to eat. The Dilophosaurus went to hunt. The Triceratops went to get some more plants. He ran and finally got some plants. He ate. But when he ate, when everybody went away, our biggest character, Mark, came over to drink. He thought that there will be some food for him here too. Because he has not even eaten for 4 days. So he needs some food. He's eating right now. He's drinking right now. And he's not even drunken for 4 days. He's also thirsty. Even though that this is prehistoric. This is the movie Prehistoric. So I think you had heard Puree. And Mark is the one that comes in the most movies. Mark comes in Prehistoric. That's the most movies he comes in. And seems like the same people do Prehistoric, and I'm the only different one who does Prehistoric. Right now, Mark's teeth is wet. He just ate something, so he had to wash out the blood, or to track down more carnivores that might have eaten Mark. Mark right now is really thirsty, so he just takes another long drink. After he takes another long drink, water was dripping from his teeth. He looked like he was a monster, but he wasn't. But these are beasts. But then Dylan Dilophosaurus came up. You had heard about Dylan. You had heard about Dylan in a lot of movies. Actually, I heard about Dylan in one movie, but this is the second one. If you're watching more movies about Dylan, you might even find out more about him. And Dylan was a toy when I saw him in my first movie. He was a toy, and he was a toy that could move and do everything by itself. But this is not type of toy that could do that. Even Mark in other movies could do this, but these are not toys that could move by themselves without even buttons. Dilophosaurus is really thirsty in this movie, but the water was running out. Though there's not much water left, so. But you could see here that there's water in Dilophosaurus' mouth, so he spits it out. He's actually washing his, because he ate a Cosmotriceratops. He's actually washing his teeth off like the Tyrannosaurus Rex did. Then he wipes his head in the grass again. But then he realized something weird is going on. And this is the end of the movie. Just the Dilophosaurus bends over and takes another long step, and he roars. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in episode 2.